EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down, here's Boykin. Man open left side, it's Williams. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Boykin on 1st and 10. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The intended receiver there, Allen. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He gets it here to Pete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Chiefs' new starter, Patrick Mahomes, with his first NFL touchdown pass, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Now, these Chargers, Charles, 9-7 in their first year back in the greater L.A. area under first-year coach Anthony Lynn. And Rivers continues to lead a gritty team. They went 9-3 after the 0-4 start last year. But look, still have just one playoff appearance in 8 seasons, and they have not won the AFC West since 2009.
And you and I both know they know it, too. And Phillip Rivers, he knows he's near the end of his career, but he still has productivity left. They made a big push at the end of last season. Rivers and Keenan Allen, still as dangerous a combination as there is in the league. And then on defense, who's blocking Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa? And now you add Derwin James in as a playmaking safety. The Chargers believe 2018 could be their year.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ohio!
2nd and 10 now. Boykin going deep for Benjamin. He's got him in. Complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Howland Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll try and throw for it with Boykin. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. For these Chiefs, Charles, another trip to the playoffs in 2017, but another early exit. And if you're a Chiefs fan, you probably continue to feel unfulfilled with the lack of postseason success. Look, it's been nearly a half-century since their last Super Bowl appearance way back in Super Bowl IV.
Yeah, and that's tough for their fans because they've been teased a little bit. Remember, last year in the regular season, they opened up.
Well, that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 43 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Left.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now Austin Eckler on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns. Here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Rivers, he's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Rivers now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Justin Houston in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. D. Ford in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Returnable for Thomas. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Slow. Left.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hey, let's go. Zero. Yeah, Rocket.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. This is Gordon on the dump off. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
Let's go. Buffalo one. Buffalo.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
White.
First down, Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
We got 4. Hey, go orange 5-4. 86 is on the go. 86 on the go. That's you. White. 52.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He may try and run for this. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. From the gun, Rivers. And that is going to be incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Legion coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go. Cluster. 0. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, Delta. What's the pass? 0. Keep it skinny.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. 2nd down, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Rivers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try and push it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Sturgis for the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 37. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Mahomes now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
Go orange. Orange. White.
Play fake. Rivers. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a very good return as he takes this all the way up to the 35-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. McConley's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Eckler to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Rivers now to throw on first down. That is man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
Red. Hey, Delta. White. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
23 yards on the play. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. Ace. Left foot. Left foot. Left foot. Left foot. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not on the team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Let's go.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Keep it skinny. Set, keep it skinny. Hurry up. We hot.
Operating from the gun, Rivers, and that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Thomas. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Rivers. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Delta! Yeah, Rocket.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it,
He had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that third down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
And Butker able to put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. That play seems to never work, but they were able to draw him off on 4th, and now it's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Set. Read 80. Round. Q. Here we go.
Rivers on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, Mahomes. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Following the interception here, Rivers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. 2nd down, Rivers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart a zone defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
in
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They go play action. Now Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there. Mahomes to Watkins. 59 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Left. Slow.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. Then you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
One now, a little bit.
First down, Rivers. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. To throw is Rivers. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Load it. Load it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Rivers. And he's going to go down again.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
12. Hey, Delta! 53's the fight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 30. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
This is Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
He gets it here to Peak. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?